Story time. The morning the girl did not come back from the road, the whole village heard her sandals before we saw her body. One slipper, torn, lying alone in the red dust. That was when we knew her dream had finally touched the city. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let me know the country you are watching from and your local time. It's so good to see you are enjoying this amazing story. We are the people of Adoro village. Farmers, traders, mothers, fathers. We do not tell stories to impress. We tell them because they happened. The girl's name was Shade. She was small for her age. Quiet. Not shy, just careful with her words. From when she was very young, she liked to follow the health worker when he came once a month. She would hold his bag. She would watch his hands. She would ask why blood was red and why fever burned like fire. When other children chased goats, she chased questions. She used to say something strange. The city has answers. We laughed when she said it. Not because it was funny. Because it sounded impossible. Nobody leaves Adoro easily. The road that passes our village does not forgive mistakes. It is narrow. Broken. Busy with trucks that do not stop. But she talked to that road like it could hear her. Every morning, she would stand near it after school, barefoot sometimes, holding her books tight like they could run away. She would stare at the dust rising from passing vehicles. We saw her. We always saw her. Her mother was a widow. A soft woman with tired eyes. She sowed beans and cooked cassava. She loved her daughter deeply, but love does not pay school fees. When she told her she wanted to be a doctor, her mother did not laugh. She just went quiet. Quiet means fear where we come from. To become a doctor, you must live. To live, you must survive the road, the city, and people who do not care. She did not understand that yet. She only understood that sick people cried, and doctors helped them stop. The teacher helped her write a letter once. A letter to a city school. They never replied. Still, she packed her dreams into her school bag. She started waking up earlier. Helping more. Studying at night with a weak lamp. We noticed she was preparing, but we did not ask questions. That was our first mistake. The day everything shifted. It was market day. The village was loud. Children ran. Women shouted prices. Men argued over yams. Shade was not in school that day. Somebody said they saw her near the road. Someone else said she was waiting for a bus. We were not worried at first. We should have been. By evening, her mother started crying. Not loud crying. The kind that breaks the air quietly. Men went looking. Women followed later. We found one slipper first. Then her school book. Then nothing. The road did not answer us. What really happened, as we learned later? A man had stopped. He said he could help. He said the city was close. She believed him because children believe adults. She believed him because dreams make you brave and blind at the same time. What happened after that did not become clear all at once. Stories came in pieces. From a trader. From a motorcyclist. From a woman who sold bread by the highway. By the time the truth reached us, it was already too heavy. Shade did not reach the city. She reached a place where dreams are taken instead of helped. She was found days later, alive, but changed. Her eyes did not look for the road anymore. What stayed with us? Shade came back to the village. But not the same. She stopped talking about doctors. She stopped standing near the road. Sometimes she stared at her hands like they belonged to someone else. Her mother aged 10 years in 1 month. The village became quieter. We no longer laugh when children talk about the city. We listen now. Because this story is not about magic. It is not about curses. It is about a child who dreamed too big in a place that did not protect her. And about adults who saw the signs and stayed silent. Shade stayed. That is the first thing people need to understand. When she came back, she did not run away again. She did not disappear. She did not die. She stayed. But staying does not always mean leaving. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment where you are watching from. We saw the change first. At first, it was small things. She stopped waking up early. She stopped folding her books neatly. She used to wash her plate as soon as she finished eating. Now, it could sit there until someone else moved it. We noticed. But we said nothing. In our village, silence is often mistaken for respect. She still went to school, but she no longer raised her hand. When teachers called her name, she took longer to answer. Sometimes she answered wrong questions she once knew very well. The children noticed too. They stopped asking her to explain lessons. They stopped walking beside her. Not because they hated her. Because they did not know how to sit beside something broken. The road became a warning. Parents began to warn their children differently. Before, the road was just a road. Now, it became a lesson. Do not stand there. Do not talk to strangers. Do not dream out loud. We do not say that last part openly. But the children heard it anyway. Shade did not go near the road again. She took the longer path to school, even when it was raining. Even when the mud swallowed her slippers. She would rather be late than see fast-moving vehicles. That told us more than any words could. Her mother tried. Her mother tried. She cooked Shade's favorite food again. She braided her hair slowly. She bought her a new notebook when the old one was not even finished. But love cannot fix what love did not cause. At night, Sod woke up screaming. Not every night. But enough. Sometimes she shouted. Sometimes she only cried. When her mother asked what she dreamed, Sod shook her head. She learned early that some stories hurt twice. Once when they happen. And again when you say them out loud. So she kept them inside. The village wanted to help, but did not know how. Some women said she needed prayers. Some men said she needed discipline. One old man said she saw what children should not see. Nobody said the full truth. We talked around it. Never into it. Even when help came from outside. A woman from the local council. A nurse who asked gentle questions. We sat quietly. Shame filled the room more than answers. The girl had been hurt. And we felt responsible. But responsibility is heavy. When it has no solution. School became harder. She'd failed her first exam. That had never happened before. Her teacher called her mother and spoke softly. "She is still smart," he said. "But she is not here." That sentence stayed with us. She ate food that had taste, but tasted nothing. She walked paths she knew, but watched the ground like it might open. She laughed once in a while. When she did, it surprised her too. A small moment that mattered. One afternoon, something small happened. A child fell and cut his knee near the school gate. Blood came out fast. Children screamed. Teachers were not nearby yet. Shade was. She froze at first. We saw her hands shake. Then she moved. She tore a piece of cloth from her wrapper. Pressed it gently. Told the boy to sit. Her voice was calm. Simple. Steady. "Hold it like this," she said. The boy stopped crying. When the teacher arrived, Sot stepped back. She did not smile. She did not look proud. But she did not run away either. That moment spread quietly through the village. We began to see her differently. She was no longer the girl who left. She became the girl who came back. And later, the girl who helps. She began going with her mother to see sick neighbors. She carried water, held hands, kept quiet. She did not say she wanted to be a doctor again. But she did not throw the dream away either. It rested somewhere deep, waiting to see if it was still welcome. The city never came back for her. No letter came. No apology. No answers. Life does not return things it takes. That was another lesson we learned. Slowly. Painfully. What the village did wrong and right. We failed her first. That is true. We ignored signs. We laughed at hope. We trusted silence. But we did not abandon her. We washed her. We adjusted. Fathers began walking children further. Mothers spoke earlier. Teachers listened more. Sod became the quiet line. We did not want any other child to cross. The day she spoke again. One evening, months later, she spoke at the village meeting. Her voice was low. She did not describe anything. She only said this. "I still want to help sick people. But I want to learn slowly." Nobody clapped. Nobody rushed her. That was the respect she needed. Where she is now. Shade is older now. Still quiet. Still careful. But not empty. She helps at the small clinic nearby once a week. She cleans. She observes. She asks questions again. But softly. Sometimes she still wakes at night. Healing is not straight. But she stayed. And because she stayed, we learned something we did not know before. Not every dream dies when it breaks. Some just need a safer place to stand.